How are people animating stuff in OBS? You know, making images appear across a screen, making things pop in and out of the scenes, kind of like this.
Hi, I'm Ben Starr, and if you're anything like me, then you absolutely love me.
It's through a simple plugin called Move Source, and I'm going to show you today how to set this up. First thing you want to do is download the Move plugin. I put the description and the link down below. Once on their website, click on the download button and it'll bring up the various platforms you can download it for, whether it be for Linux or for Windows. I normally go for the Windows installer myself, but you can actually download the assets separately and just import them directly into OBS. But once that's downloaded, double click on the installer. Let it run through the actual install wizard and go through the whole process. Now, this isn't going to work for me because I already have it previously installed. So once this gets to the very end of the process where it gives me the error message and try again, we're going to jump straight over to OBS. Now that we're in OBS, what we're going to do first is set up a new scene. So here I'm just going to make a random one and just call it Move Source Scene. And all I'm going to have is an image file in it, and I'm going to put movement to the file so it pops in and out of screen. So now that we're in the scene itself, I'm going to go down to its sources, click on the plus sign, and I'm going to go up to image. Then I'm going to put in whatever the name of whatever I want to call my image. And because I am bold, I'm proud to be bold, I'm going to use that for my source. I have a transparent image of one of my logos that says proud to be bold, and we're going to have this animate in and out of the scene. So once I have clicked on it and I brought it into the scene, resized it, have it sit in the way that I want it to sit, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to right click on the scene. Now, we're not going to click on the actual source itself, even though that's what we want to move. We're going to actually click on the scene itself and go down to filters. Once in filters, there's a plus sign down at the bottom. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to move source. So that's the actual plugin that we've just installed, Move Source. And for handiness sake, I'm going to call this one Move In. So whenever I go to actually select it later on, I'll know what each one does. Now, because there's only one asset actually in the scene, it's automatically selected the bold one. But if not, you have to go down and manually pick it yourself. Then we're going to go down and click on Get Transform. What this does is this tells the plugin, and whenever I click this Move In filter, this is where I want this asset to sit. And I'm putting 10 seconds, it's 10,000 milliseconds on the end delay. And what this will do is whenever I click this source, it'll animate to this position, and it will sit there for 10 seconds before animating back out again. Now I've duplicated the source and I've called it Move Out, and this is going to be the movement out again once it's done. I'm taking away that end delay because I don't really need it anymore. I just want to very quickly move back out again. And in the move out, what I want to do is physically move the source now in OBS. Just move it to a different position off screen so I don't see it anymore, and click Get Transform. So this means the move in, its position is fixed in the middle of my screen, and move out is off screen then. So once I go back into the move in, I'm going to go down to the very bottom, and there's a section for actions. And the next move, now this is what I want to do whenever it finishes its process in the move in, I want it to move back out again. So essentially what this is doing, whenever I click move in, it'll animate into the screen, it will sit there for 10 seconds, then it'll flick over to the move out, and it'll go to the move out position, which is external, hidden, off screen. So the next thing I want to do, now that I have that set up, is I want to set up a trigger for it. I want something to happen on stream that makes that animation happen, that makes that image fly in from the side. And to do this, I'm going to have to use Streamerbot. If you don't know how to use Streamerbot or don't know how to set up, my buddy Hook on this channel has a tutorial as well how to set that up if you want to go ahead and click on that. So what we're going to do is go over the Streamerbot now. We're going to create an action, and we're going to create a command, and this is going to, whenever it's used in chat, this is going to make the image pop in. Now we're in Streamerbot. What we're going to want to do is actually set up an action for it. So we go into actions, we right click. I'm going to set this one. I'm going to call it Bold Move Source. So I know whenever I go into this is the move source that triggers that animation. I normally like to add a test one as well, and this is just my own personal preference. This just means that if I have to test like timings or sound effects whenever it's triggered, I can do it that way. Now if we go down to commands, we're going to add one called !bold, and what this means is whenever someone types in chat !bold, it'll make it animate and appear on screen. And at the moment it's set up to allow everybody, which is good. It means anybody can come into chat and they can do it. So once that's set up, we're going to want to also add this as a trigger. So whenever Streamerbot hears this !go off in chat, it knows then to trigger this animation. So you're going to add, you go into core, and you go down to commands. Once you're in commands, there is one for command triggered, and that's what we're going to want to click. It'll bring up a wee pop-up box, and you want to go down and select your exclamation mark bold, or whatever you've called it anyway. Okay, then you want to go down to sub actions, right click and go to add, then go down to OBS Studio, then scenes, because remember it's in the scene, it's not in the actual source, and go to get scene filter state. This will bring up a pop-up box, and I want you to click your scene, your source, and then the filter, and we're going to go for move in because that's the one that starts the animation. The final thing we're going to want to do is go back in the OBS now. We're going to want to go down to whatever scene that we want to add this to, and go down to the sources in the bottom left hand corner and click on scene so that we can add in our move source scene. Once we click on it, it's there, it's invisible, it's in the background. Then we just type it in the chat and we go exclamation mark bold, and it should just pop up on screen then. And there we go, it works fine. You can do this for other things. I've done it for things like my Ben Star Redeem. I've done it for my schedule as well. So I'll type it in now and you'll actually see my schedule pop up. It means if anybody comes in the chat and they want to know when you're next going to be streaming, they can do exclamation mark schedule, and there it goes and appears on screen as well, using the exact same format. I've just added a bit of a swoosh noise to it. But like I said, move source is very, very versatile. You can do loads with it. You can make the animations as simple or as complex as you like, but I like the fact that it has information stored off screen that at a whim's notice, whenever you call it, it appears and it animates in very, very beautifully. If there's any other questions, anything else you want to know, any other topics you want us to cover in the videos, please pop it down in the comments down below. But as always, thank you very much for watching. If you give us a wee like and subscribe, it'll be much appreciated. And I'll catch you next time.